Hello and welcome to Stories, the True and the Fictional, the podcast that revolves around one central theme, stories and the people that tell them. We'll talk about movies, TV shows, video games, historical events and weird news headlines. There's really no topic we won't touch. But it doesn't stop there. If you've got a story, something funny or random that may have happened to you or a friend, send it to thetrueandthefictional@gmail.com. Until then, it's story time.
This podcast is brought to you by Rebecca Cassells of the Rising Dawn series. Do you like violence? Do you like smut? Are you tired of the stereotypical novels of werewolf romance out there and want something a little bit different? Then pick up Sparked Revolution, Book 1 in the Rising Dawn series by Rebecca Cassells. Available on Amazon, in Kindle and paperback. You too can become a sponsor of Stories, the True and the Fictional by heading on over to buymeacoffee.com/STTATF or follow the link in the show notes.
Outside the carolers start to sing. I can't describe the joy they bring, because joy is something they don't bring me. My girlfriend is by my side, from the roof hanging sickles of ice, their whiny voices irritating. It's Christmas time again. Chorus time, Jimmy, go!
It's Christmas time again.
It's time to be nice to the people you can't stand. Oh yeah,
I'm growing tired of all this Christmas cheer. You people scare me. Please stay away from my home.
If you don't want to get a beat down, just leave the presents and then leave me alone. Welcome, everyone. Merry, generic, and non-denominational time of joy and... time of being off and then spending time with family. Unless you don't have family, then that's completely fine as well. And then spending time alone in your basement with your cats. Welcome, everyone. Oh wait, unless you're allergic to cats, and then you have a dog. When you feel like you're a dog, unless you then have a lizard, and if you don't have a lizard, it's a goldfish. All right,
but don't forget there's cats that don't have hair, so they're
Yep. Welcome to the most inclusive introduction that we've ever tried, and we'll probably never try again. I am, of course, Chris Park. I am one of your hosts of the Stories, True and or maybe the Fictional. I am, of course, joined by the man with the golden sperm, Jamie A. Bryden. How are you going, sir?
Living the dream, Chris. Living the dream.
So tell me, what will you do if you actually win the Victorian Book Award?
The Victoria...
Wouldn't that be just super awkward for you personally, having to stand there and say how much you enjoy and love Victoria? I think that's...
Well, not necessarily, because it's more so about the award than it is about the place. But I do like... Aesthetically, I do like Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the opposite of you. When someone says Victoria, you automatically think Melbourne.
That's all there is.
When I am the opposite, when someone says Victoria, I think of the Grampians. I think of Ballarat's a nice place. There's plenty of nice things down there. We just need to build a wall around Melbourne, and then hunky dory.
You see, I've heard of. Where's Bathurst?
Bathurst is other side of the Blue Mountains in New South Wales.
Well then, okay, because I was saying Bathurst is nice, but then obviously that's because it's in New South Wales. That's why it's nice. Okay, cool. Never mind. Back to I was trying to give Melbourne a compliment.
No, Ballarat's a good place.
Ballarat. Okay, no, that's
Ballarat.
The one. So, which is the one that you can go do the gold panning and you go the dirt and you go
Yeah, well, there's Bathurst. I'm pretty sure Bathurst is one.
Yeah, okay, so I did
But
it in Bathurst.
Ballarat's the Eureka Stockade. That's where that happened.
Right, and that's when Victorians' resistance against the government ended. Is that correct? Just from my understanding.
Yeah. But like you, it was okay. You've got in America the tea. It's like 1% on tea.
Yeah.
In Ballarat, it was a lot. It was a lot worse tax. It was like the tax on gold panning, because you had to have a gold panning license. It went from like, I think it went up like 800% or something. It was ridiculous. Like it was like, and that you'd have to pay that every year. Not guaranteed that you'd find any gold.
Yeah. So, I guess correct me if I'm wrong, Jamie.
Yes,
I could be wrong. From my understanding, gold panning was just a method of understanding if there was a gold vein nearby. Then a prospector would then plant flags and dig holes and try to find the gold vein, rather than like they weren't just getting gold directly from the river, right? They're just looking for the areas like to find the vein. I'm
not 100% an expert.
Jamie, you look like a prospector, so I expect you to understand everything you. Gold. I expect you to understand all about prospecting.
This is coming from someone who your great grandfather has famous gold that they couldn't find.
Well, yeah, that's a valid point.
So, and your grandfather definitely looks like a prospector.
No, he's a prospector. Like honestly, I've seen him prospect. I've seen him like put the flags out. I've seen him dig the holes. So I've just seen him.
No, look, I'm not 100% sure, because people do find gold in the rivers and that.
No, you find
flakes.
flakes and stuff and pieces of gold. Yeah. And if you pan enough, you might find a lot. Yeah. But from my understanding, the panning was just simply so to find if there was like a vein nearby, and then you would then dig a area.
Well, that could 100% be true, but I do know that like way back when the gold rush was on, everyone was like, gold, and they just smash everything, dig everything up, and then move on. And then the Chinese would come in and patiently find stuff, just they were more patient when everyone was just like, smash a hole in the wall, I want this to gold.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm right.
No, you probably are. It sounds right. Well, all I remember from school was that, people did gold panning, and then when they dug holes and found gold, they used to bury people alive because gold.
So they would do the gold panning. They would find out that there was a vein nearby.
Yeah.
Then they would then prospect and dig holes and put flags because marking their.
I do like that word though. Prospect. I'm prospecting.
I'm prospecting.
Yeah.
Aha. And in the Netflix film The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, one of the stories there was a prospector who was doing exactly just that. Yeah. So I am correct.
Have you watched that?
Yes, it's amazing.
Oh yeah, because I watched 3 of the, because I didn't know it was going to be a whole lot of 10-minute shorts or whatever.
Yeah.
And I watched the first one. I was just like, Chris has to watch this.
No, I like the Ballad of Buster Scruggs is like, obviously that's the starting one, but that's just that's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's called it's called All Gold Canyon. And that's the one where they the prospector. And there was an interesting one with the Liam Neeson in that one. That was good too.
Yeah, well, the kid with
no arms,
like no arms and that. Yeah.
Yep. The meal tickets, and so so he had no arms.
That's as far as I got, and then I had to turn it off.
Oh, you literally, the next one's about prospecting, so you should go back and watch.
I did see the old man, and he got killed.
Yeah.
I did see that one. Maybe that was the last one.
I think he got shot.
He got shot, and then he thought he was dead, and then he was like, "You killed old man."
Yeah, then he killed the. Then he buries the rubber in the hole that he dug, which is cool, which is great.
Yeah. Probably happened a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, but having said that, I don't know. I don't think anywhere apart from Western Australia is there a lot of gold. Like I think we've tapped out all the gold veins.
Oh, no, you would, dude. It's the reason it was called a gold rush.
Yeah, I think we've clearly tapped out the gold veins.
That's the only time rush has been in the word, and it's actually meant what it meant. Now it's rush hour traffic where we don't move.
Really?
That's what they call it. They go, "Oh, come on, rush hour."
That's true.
Everyone's leaving at the same time to go home, and then the cars don't move. But that could just be Sydney traffic for me. But
Although, look, I don't drive as much because I hate it. And because apparently when I drive, every second word of my mouth is a swear word. And apparently that's not exactly the driving mentality.
Well, you live in Sydney, so it is.
Yeah. But imagine living in imagine living inside of like California, apparently, where like it's like just nothing happens. Like literally, just the road just doesn't move for like 6 hours. Like, why would you put up with that?
Yeah.
I get the temperature is always nice. It's always sunny. There's beaches. There's like the whole like if you want to go into like the forest, there's like the Redding National Park and there's trees and everything. And you get and you can go and if you go to California, you could literally go through one of the I think it's one of the forests and then literally go like make speeder sounds and it'd be accurate. Like like honestly, like that's the only reason I'd ever want to go there is that then I could just go there and then like run through the forest and go like like that is honestly the only reason why I'd want to go there. But the traffic would kill. I would literally like if you think I have road rage in Sydney, you have no idea.
Back on that California. That's where they filmed Return of Jedi, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, because you do know that while they were filming that, they told the guy in the Chewbacca costume not to wander off set or wander too far from set because there are literally people in those woods that hunt for Bigfoot.
Oh.
So that would have been funny.
That would have been awesome.
I bagged me Bigfoot.
For the episode, I think going forward, we're going to put some fun art on Instagram on topical things we talk about during the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Jamie's going to do this, and he's going to do it against his will. So I want to be very clear that Jamie's putting the art up against his will, and it does not reflect Jamie's wants and wishes, but more so mine. Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to do that.
Pretty sure I can do that.
How?
No idea. We'll figure it out.
Like I control all the pages. So how are you going to be putting these things up?
But look at this. Look at this. Remember how we talked about Henry Cavill and Kat Graham in a romantic love story? I just sent you a picture. And don't you think that just encapsulates that exact love story?
Checking AI fart. That does not look like Henry Cavill.
It looks a little.
His hair. It's like literally they just went some random dude and they put Cavill's hair on it. She looks more like Kat Graham.
It's close enough. No,
who does Henry Cavill look like? He looks like someone. He almost looks like Steven Crowder, to be honest. You stuck Henry Cavill's hair on Steven Crowder.
Okay, so now you have to put the art up because the people don't understand what we're talking about. Like
you planned this, didn't you? You planned this.
To go up.
This is going to be a good soundbite.
Yeah, now it has to go up because look at the romance.
We've had the last 2 or 3 episodes have all been about me and every guest we've had on saying AI art is stupid, and Chris is the only one that likes AI art, and we're against it.
I'm not. I'm just saying. Very soon we are going to launch when I have time. we are going to launch a audio like some fun audio dramas about Henry Cavill, the space captain, and Kat Graham, his executive officer. And so I just created some art to portray that.
So instead of getting an artist, you get some characters that sort of kind of like why don't you just walk around and ask people that sort of we're looking for Henry Cavill lookalikes and take some photos because that would be better than what you're doing.
That's what you think.
No. That's what a lot of people unanimously think. And for the record, this will probably be if it's consistently putting up AI fart, as I'm going to call it, AI fart, it will be on Chris Park's personal page.
I doubt it.
And maybe I'll link it sometimes. But
again, for the funny ones.
I can't wait for next year when we talk less about AI.
Next year.
Well, next year
will be an exciting year.
What?
I have no idea. What's coming out next year that's exciting?
What's coming out? Well, they said Deadpool 3. So at some point.
But again, we've already seen that film.
Well, I've seen most of it, but you don't know. Ryan Reynolds ad-libs a lot.
But one of the conditions of them filming during the writer's strike was he was not allowed to
Wasn't
ad-lib.
allowed to ad-lib.
So I'm actually like now super concerned about this film because like taking away Ryan Reynolds' ability to ad-lib is like cutting off his hands and feet.
Yeah,
Like,
but think about it. If they knew that they were going to be allowed to go back like after a certain time, wouldn't you say record all the action sequences, record all the stuff that's key to the plot? Like, I mean, that's what I'd be doing.
Yeah,
and then you get a whole lot of the reshoots where it's Ryan Reynolds going,
I know it's just like I don't want to see again. I don't want to see a Ryan Reynolds film where he's not ad-libbing. I think it would just be terrible.
Yeah. Well, you watched The Proposal, so I mean, you know.
You know what? I doff my hat because I have no argument against that. I watched. Yes, in fact I own The Proposal.
You bought it. Yeah, back in the day before streaming.
Do you remember a time when you would go down to your local video store?
Yes, fondly.
And do you also remember a time when you go like Coles or Woolworths or any sort of grocery store and like there was like a DVD aisle and you just go, ooh, I don't own that.
And then you see that the DVD is not flush. Oh, no, it's flush with the tray, meaning that someone's already rented the movie that you wanted to rent.
You know what's really funny? Remember I bought Warhorse, right, at the grocery store?
Oh.
I mean, how we watched it and thought that was the most boring film in the universe.
No, I remember we loved it for 20 minutes.
I think it was boring, right?
Because then Tom Hiddleston died.
Yeah. So, funny thing, I watched it, thought it sucked. I then gave it to my dad, said, hey, it's a war movie. You know, it's probably from your era, so have a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, he was in tears because of how, like, emotional and how... So, obviously, we're not the target audience, and, like, clearly, like, he was, and he was, like, going... What a beautiful story! Like it was like going, oh, look, they finally they made it home. I was going like, okay, so obviously it hits different for different people.
Yeah.
Like
it depends on what we watched right before that, or you know, because we used to watch a lot of movies.
We did.
Like we watched to the point where we ran out of movies, and we just watched B-grade horror movies.
That's true.
So I've pulled up 2024, the most anticipated film, and I'm skipping over a lot of them because. The second Dune is coming out.
See, I'm interested because they did all the boring bits in the first one. Like, that was the setup to, like, the cool storylines. And so I'm kind of hoping that they then now show the story, the battles, the Civil War. But yeah, let's see.
There's a Mark Wahlberg movie, which I have not heard of, called Arthur the King. Based on a true story, so it's probably 20% accurate. A story about a man who befriends a stray dog during his journey to win the Adventure Racing World Championship.
Okay.
A treacherous 43. It's going to be a heartfelt...
Wait, is it Mark Wahlberg?
Yes.
Can Mark Wahlberg do heartfelt?
Yeah, he's done heartfelt.
Come on, dog, we gotta get going. Come on. Like, I don't know, I can't do a Marky Mark, but can he do heartfelt?
Are you a dog?
Are you a dog? Come on, how's it going, dog? You want to keep walking? Come on, like, can he do heartfelt?
Well, I don't think it's probably going to be more about the dog than him.
Like, just leave, dog. Just leave, dog.
Oh, here's a good one. Next Ghostbusters. There's Ghostbusters Afterlife 2.
Oh, okay. I had to pause there for a second. I was like going like,
no, not the one because you watched the last one, didn't you?
Yeah, no, that was amazing.
Which said there hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years.
yeah, like no other movie exists.
yeah. It's called Frozen Empire. There's a trailer out, and then there's Godzilla Cross Kong New Empire. It looks weird. I'm just like, look, they had their moments.
The problem was what a poor use of Bryan Cranston. Like honestly.
Yeah. I know. Well, he was in it even less than Godzilla.
Okay, no. Again, if you're gonna cast Bryan Cranston, it should be Bryan Cranston, the voice of Godzilla, and he should be going. He should be like destroying the cities, like I'm the one who knocks, and like, like.
He had more screen time than Godzilla, so it should have been called Bryan Cranston.
Like you just got one of the hottest actors just off Breaking Bad fame, and that's how you use what? Okay,
Yeah, yeah. One I'm slightly interested in, The Fall Guy. Have you heard about this one?
no.
Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt. It's the one that they shut down the bridge in Sydney, the Harbour Bridge, for like half a day or something. And everyone's like, whoa, and complained and whinged. But he plays a stunt guy,
Mm-hmm.
and it gets caught up in like a conspiracy thing. It's a comedy.
Could be
It's
interesting.
it's like an action comedy. Emily Blunt plays a director of the film, and he's the stunt guy.
Okay, so it could be good.
It looks funny. It
Okay.
looks funny. It'd be a popcorn flick, is what you call it. Another Ryan Reynolds movie called If.
If
Not just Ryan Reynolds.
oh,
John Krasinski. It's a fantasy comedy.
okay, okay.
Okay, so it's written by Krasinski about a young girl who learns she has the ability to see imaginary friends.
Okay, that could be interesting.
Oh, okay, so they're imaginary friends that have been abandoned. So that's pretty funny.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, all
It's
right.
like,
You know what?
yeah. Oh, come on, it's Reynolds and Krasinski. I don't think they've done anything for, have they?
No, like is that the first time they've
Could be. You know, I think I'm going to put that on my list.
done? Same. I'm interested.
If Furiosa is out next year, but I'm not really that interested. Oh, did you see the trailer for the new Planet of the Apes?
No, I have not.
It's called Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and it's set way in the future after the last. I mean, it's they did a
So,
perfect trilogy.
yeah.
I'm going, do we need this? Like, but it
So
looks.
are they moving towards the timeline now of like? Are they moving towards like the like sort of the Charlton like so that first movie? Are they
I
are they
believe so.
moving?
Well, because
Yeah.
I think this might be 100 years in the future or 50 years in the future.
Yeah,
Or
when the ship comes back, are we moving closer to that one?
I think we are.
Okay.
Because it's called Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So the
Okay.
apes are all, set up and hello. Bad Boys 4's out next year. Ugh, they're doing another Despicable Me.
That's dumb. Like I get that people like the Minions, and I get that it makes
Yeah.
yeah. So look again, that one. I'll never criticize a movie studio for trying to make money. So
Yeah.
you know what? If they need to make money, and that's how they need to make money, then kudos.
Venom 3 apparently, but I think that's going to get pushed from what I heard.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris's favorite movie, The Lion King. The Mufasa spin-off.
Oh, hell.
Sonic 3, I'd be keen to see that. That's coming out.
Okay.
There's a new There's a new Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Yeah. Netflix only, I think. So
Yeah. That sounds like a direct to Netflix kind of movie.
yeah, that's what's coming out next year. Look, a few things I might see, but nothing I'd rush out to the movie theaters to see.
No. It's again, writers' strike and all, actors' strike. There's probably not going to be anything for a while.
Well, this would be the tail end of what everything was finished or almost finished.
Or in production. Yeah. But all of the big things that we normally would see, that's not going to happen.
No.
But honestly, not a bad thing either. Like,
Bit of trivia that I came up across the other day. You know how Jim Carrey is in the Grinch movie?
yeah,
Do you know how much he hated doing that?
really,
He really hated doing it. Like, he almost quit day one.
really, why?
He was in the makeup chair for 8.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
And then I think he said he went after day one. He went to Australia and he said, "Can't do it. I'm going to quit." Because I think it was Ron Howard did it.
Mm-hmm.
But what they ended up doing is they called in a guy who trains CIA operatives to endure torture.
What?
Like, I kid you not. That's what Jim Carrey said. So he was trained by to endure the torture of having to put on that makeup 100 times.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's insane.
So he used to. Oh, well, this is what the guy said. Guy told him. He said, "Eat everything you see. Turn on the TV to distract yourself. Have someone slap you in the face. Smoke cigarettes." He's smoking a lot in the Grinch costume.
Mm.
And he said the thing that got him through the most was listening to the Bee Gees. He just put the Bee Gees on while he's in the makeup chair.
Damn, that must.
And that got him through it. And now there's talks of them doing another one.
No, look, honestly, they've done enough of that one.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Didn't they only do one or two to begin with?
They did one, and then they did like then an animated version.
Animated. Yeah. Okay.
But that was also just as good. Like that was a good movie. That was a good.
Yeah, all right.
That was a
Yeah.
good film. So look,
Probably would
I
have
think
been the best way to do it.
those two are fine.
Yeah.
Like I am completely fine with those two things.
Now, Chris, you're a fan of Barcelona, right?
I am.
In general, like just I know the football club, and
I mean, if I had to live in any other foreign city and could speak Spanish, Barcelona would probably be up there.
Well, did you know they've got a Christmas tradition? Sticking with the theme of the episode, do you know that Barcelona have a very specific Christmas tradition?
Do tell.
Okay. So every Christmas in I'm probably pronouncing this wrong. Catalonia.
Mm-hmm.
Catalonia.
Close enough. Catalonia. Yep.
Families get a smiley little hollow wooden block, so basically a log, with two front sticks acting as legs.
Yep.
And yeah, it's the favorite Christmas tradition in Barcelona of children. The friendly Caga arrives in the beginning of December, and the children are supposed to take care of him every single day. The children feed him sweets every day until Christmas. This includes watering him, leaving small pieces of sweets and candy, and even covering him with a blanket for the cold nights.
Of course.
They believe that the more they feed Tio Caga, the more presents he will give them on Christmas Day.
Oh.
Don't worry, it gets better. When Christmas Day comes along, the children take Tio de Nadal to the fireplace and begin to hit it with sticks while singing the Caga Tio song that roughly translates to poop log, poop sweet confections, hazelnuts and cheese. If you don't poop well, I'll hit you with a stick, poop log. Now, after hitting Tio de Nadal, as much as they can, the children go to another room to pray for presents. When they return to the fireplace, they will find all sorts of sweets and turrones, which Tio de Nadal has apparently pooped out.
So that is incredible. I am so happy. Jamie, thank...
You're going to do that with your son next Christmas?
You know why I'm happy to hear this story?
Why?
Because now I know.
Politicians?
No. Well, okay, look. The obvious thing, yes, politicians are probably... this is probably like a politician's favorite thing.
Yeah.
But now I know Xavi, Iniesta, and the female superstar Anita Bonmati probably at some point in their childhood lives growing up in Catalonia were hitting poop logs singing songs. And that alone, that knowledge alone is awesome.
Yes.
Think of that. Some of the world's finest players in the world hit a poop log to sing a song about presents. You know what? This is a tradition I can get behind. Because one, it teaches the kids discipline. They have to feed it. They have to look after it. But also, it teaches them that you might not trust. It also means you don't have to put an actual animal's life in danger. Because what if the kids don't feed it and look after it? So it's kind of like
it'd be a good test to see if they could.
Good test, exactly.
Yeah,
I love that. Love the tradition.
Yeah. There's also another one poop related, but it's cheeky, but it's more so about finding a nativity scene and putting in a dude pooping.
Again, that one's more. I think that one's for a political family. I think that's clearly.
Well, it could be where it started.
There seems to be a very clear correlation between pooping
and Spain.
But no, more so that pooping and Spain, yes, but maybe also political corruption, because apparently that is somewhat rife within Spain, and there's so there's like pooping and political corruption appear to be now going hand in hand, quite well. So I don't want to say told you so, but clearly this is I told you so.
Yeah.
Pooping.
Yeah.
But I wonder, wouldn't that freak the children out if they if the log did actually poop presents?
Well, I think that's why they leave the room. They leave the room, and then the parents obviously go, present! Or the parents would go, oh my, look, how'd that get there? It's obviously well thought out. They went, okay, this is how we do this, and then we get the kids to leave, and then we...
Yeah, okay.
So I've whipped up some thoughts, some Christmas Christmas
Some
thoughts that have
Christmas
been
thoughts and
shared
themes.
around the internet.
Outstanding.
So someone says a progressive Santa would leave solar panels in a naughty child's stocking instead of coal.
That's an interesting thought because, like, what happens if you're from a coal mining family? Do you then leave them coal in their stockings? Because that's like,
well, that's another thought. Someone said that, like, 200 years ago, before electricity, that wouldn't be such a bad thing.
like a lump of coal.
Yeah,
That's power. That's fuel. That's life.
Keeping in the middle of winter too, keeping the fireplace going.
Absolutely.
And here's a thought questioning Santa, like questioning his ethics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Santa Claus knows exactly where all the evil people are in the world, but he does nothing about it.
Oh, that is a good one. You know what, Jamie? But would Santa tip the scales of naughty and nice based upon his own fiscal budget as well? So, like, if he's had a successful year, would he be like, okay, 40% of children are good or bad? But then let's say Santa's going through, because of the recession and because of the inflation, Santa's going through a bit of a hard time, and he has to be like, going, okay, you know what? This kid's on the borderline, so I'm going to push it towards the naughty list simply because it's borderline. Like it's an interesting concept. Is the North Pole immune to inflation? And I would, and I'd have to argue against probably not, because he still would need them, like the Santa's workshop where he would build the toys would still need the tooling, the equipment, and let's not forget probably the most important thing about this whole thing with Santa building toys. What's the copyright law on him producing toys from, say, like Mattel, Hasbro, like let's say a good girl Susie wants a Frozen doll from Frozen, right? And then so Santa's little elves make her a Frozen doll. Wouldn't the Disney Corporation then be knocking on the North Pole, going, well?
No, you've got it wrong. He makes them for Mattel. He makes them for. Oh
shit!
Well, you got to think about it. He only works one day a year, so he's obviously got other things going on, right?
So you're telling me there are no toys being made in the world apart from at the North Pole?
Yes.
Holy fucking shit! You've blown it out. You've blown it wide, Jamie.
It's the only thing that makes sense,
It is the only thing,
and that's how he can afford to give all those presents away, because he's creating an income.
No, but think about that. The ones he gives away are the ones that didn't pass quality tests. So, like, he's, Santa's a racist, an evil racist who sits there and goes, well, this Frozen doll's eyes are a little wonky. The kids in South America won't know. And then he just gives them that version.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because I'm Santa.
I'm Santa. I am
Santa.
Mel Gibson Santa.
That was a good film. Honestly, that was probably one of my, like, that was just a good good solid fun film.
Yeah. You can tell it was on a budget, but they
it did pretty well for it being on a budget.
Yeah. The Fat Man.
The Fat Man, yeah.
Yep.
But I did enjoy that film.
All right, Chris. Thoughts on the Grim Reaper? Okay. People talk about how fast Santa moves around the world, but think about how the Grim Reaper and how much ground he has to cover.
But you see, I like to think that the Grim Reaper is an organization.
All right. Okay. So there's
So there's Death, and then he would have his Reapers, who would then and obviously because different languages, he would have Reapers at different regions. So he'll have because I'd imagine there would be a board meeting where Death comes in and sits down, and there's the regional head of South American Reapers, the regional head of the North American Reapers, the regional head of like the Indian Reapers, and they're all sitting around the table, and he's going, it's been a good year for Death, but you know what? I think we could do better. What's our number projections from that COVID? And then the North American Reaper leans in and goes, it's not as the numbers aren't as strong as we initially interpreted. Like we thought we were expecting bigger, and then Death would be like going, shit. God is going to have my ass for those numbers. All right, guys, come on. Think of all right. Like, let's go down to plagues. Let's talk to them. Like, then there'll be a dispute between divisions, and we're going, hey, it is not my fault. Plagues, we built it. Hey, it's up to distribution. It's up to the weather, and then the weather god will be like, hey, look. I delivered it. But obviously humanity, they built it too strong. Then the human god goes, whoa. You asked me to build something that was resistant to disease. I did that. It's not my fault that you got a shit product. And then God will be there going, oh, I see. So it's no one's fault. Oh, perfect. Oh, no one's fault. Oh, yeah. This is how I imagine death is more like a business. Running a Fortune 500 company.
Funny. All right, back on mining. Santa having enough coal to give to all the naughty kids imply that some of the elves were working as miners. Back down the coal mine, little elf.
Imagine that. Santa, my hands hurt.
Yeah.
My lungs coughing. I cough and it bleeds, Santa. Shut up. Get back in there.
Yeah.
Santa, is this because I voted? Yes, you know why you're down there.
All right. As a parent, Christmas Eve would be far less stressful if the story was that Santa gave the parents the presents to put under the tree.
Would it, though?
Yeah, well, because kids would be up all night trying to catch a glimpse of Santa coming down, put the presents out. Yeah. But if the parents just went, hey, Santa gave me the presents, here they are.
But think about that, would you? You're trusting an omnipotent being to ensure that to give the right gifts. And then in the morning, who's there to comfort the child when they didn't receive the gift they wanted? It's not Santa. Not Santa. It's the parents picking up the slack.
Here's an interesting thought from the MCU. So Star-Lord, right?
Yep.
He was taken from Earth as a kid, then raised in space around aliens and crazy creatures with special abilities and stuff. So
yep.
It's probably safe to assume that he still believes Santa is real or an alien or something like that.
Oh, well, yeah, because if you've seen things, why would you not say, well, yeah, sure?
Because he never went back until the end of,
He went back. He was at the final battle at Endgame, but I don't think that counts as being I don't know. He hung around. He did hang around after that for a little bit.
Oh no, yeah. Endgame was on Earth, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably hung around for a little bit.
Yeah, but he didn't officially go back and visit family until Guardians 3. So
that's true. Yeah. That was a great Christmas song, by the way, from the Guardians Christmas special.
That's one of the best Christmas specials I've ever seen.
That's done. That's how you do it right, and that song is just fantastic. And it has Kevin Bacon, so as long as
Kevin Bacon.
So you can't lose with Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, I wonder how long they had that idea for. If they said Christmas special and was Gunn get me Kevin Bacon.
No, it's not. Look, anytime you say something insane, the first thing must be get me Kevin Bacon.
Get me Kevin Bacon. All right, here's a thought. So it's Christmas, and the zombie apocalypse happens. Everything in the apocalypse will be still dressed up like Christmas.
So there'd be mall Santas walking around,
mall Santas. Decorate. It would be a very, very Christmassy apocalypse.
Okay, how has not James Gunn or someone made that film yet?
Because they've done Violent Night, they've done all the weird dark Christmas movies.
Okay,
why haven't they done the zombie apocalypse?
That's true. That seems like an obvious one, right? It seems like it's one that just should be done, but is clearly
Yeah. Halloween would be too obvious.
Yeah.
Easter wouldn't be as good because there'd just be bunnies everywhere. I mean, that'd be pretty funny.
I'd like to see more stories about the Easter Bunny.
Well, we've only had one with Hugh Jackman.
That was good, but so I want to see more of
more Easter Bunny.
More Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
And he's a forgotten that wasn't a terrible film. What was that movie called again?
Guardians. Guardians.
Yeah.
I had Jack Frost, Santa, Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
Rise of the Guardians.
That's it. Yep. Wasn't a terrible film.
Here's a question for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So nearly every movie where there's Santa, right? He delivers the presents, climbs back on his sleigh, and flies off, right?
Hmm?
Why wouldn't he just go next door? Like you've obviously got all these these houses to do.
Because he's probably doing it by alphabetical order, and so we don't all live next. We don't all live next to
Yeah, I know,
our.
but
Now, having said that, there's probably an elf somewhere in the North Pole who's about to go on stage right now in the Steve Jobs black sweater and glasses and go, "Present delivery. We have always delivered presents alphabetic, and that means Santa goes from one house in Michigan, goes say, then goes, and then he has to fly all the way to Southern California, deliver the next present back down alphabetical. Well, I'd like to introduce to you." Then the screen goes black, and it comes up, present 2.0, where we'll deliver presents based upon the street addresses of the children. By doing so, we'll cut down labor by 40%. And the elf was like, yeah, and we'll cut down delivery. We can deliver all the presents in the world within 12 hours. Tops. And then everyone cheers like, oh yeah, it's crazy. And then the elf gets off stage, and then all of a sudden a bag gets put over his head and gets thrown into the back of a car and driven. And then it's Santa with his brass knuckles, and he's just beating off at him and goes, well. You figured it out, didn't you? Just pounding on this elf. He's like, what, Santa? I'm just trying to make deliveries more efficient. He goes, it's not about efficiency. It's bang, 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 bang. It's like, what? Do you know how much the government pays us per hour? We don't want an efficient system. He's wailing on him and breaking his legs. We're doing it for the money. That's how Christmas comes the next year round, you fool. And it's like, Santa, I didn't know. And they put him into the classic mafia scene where they fill up his shoes with cement and drop him into the North Pole sea, and he drowns.
Sends him down the coal mine.
Yes, that's how they get their coal.
Yeah, so he's taken the construction angle.
Construction workers' approach to present delivery.
Yeah.
That's how he gets his money. That's how they all get their money. It's all about the overtime. It's all about the hours.
Yep.
It's all about, again, he's a law firm. It's about the billable hours. It doesn't matter if you're doing a good job for Disney. It's all about if you can bill them for the hours of your work. That's why lawyers love Disney. It's all the billable hours.
No. Here's another question for you. So you see all these movies where Santa's real, but the parents don't believe him, and the kids believe him, and all that stuff. Okay. I'd like to ask the parents, where are these presents coming from? Santa's not real. Where's this?
Holy shit! You're right.
Yeah.
They didn't buy them. No. All of a sudden, there's these random presents appear into the tree. That's exactly what the child wants.
Yeah.
The fuck?
That's where the presents come.
Do they think? Oh, no, you know what that is? No, Jamie. You know what that is?
What?
That is just communication between husband and wife.
Yeah.
The husband goes she must have bought them, and he goes oh no, she must have bought them, and they don't talk to each other.
Yeah,
they're both happy that they're both happy that the other one took initiative, and so they're going, yeah, it's good. It's not fine.
The one time no communication or poor communication is a good thing.
It's a good thing within a marriage is where the presents magically appear.
Yeah. All right, they're my thought. They're my Christmas thoughts.
I like they're good thoughts that
things that people don't realize. Oh, the other one was at Christmas time between Die Hard and Harry Potter films. Alan Rickman is the most watched person on Christmas Day.
Oh, that's true. It's a Christmas film,
and
it's always been a Christmas film.
Yeah,
and I know that some people say that there are other better Christmas films, but no, I think Die Hard is still probably one of the strongest.
Still the strongest.
One of the strongest, if not the strongest, Christmas films.
Batman Returns is great. Gremlins is great.
Batman Returns is a Christmas film?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
There's a fight near a Christmas tree or something. I don't know. There's a Christmas tree in it.
And then there was that, and I even hate to say it, Iron Man 3.
Well, see, I don't remember anything other than being triggered by that film.
It was at Christmas.
Yeah, but everyone's forgotten that. Now, the superior Christmas film is Jingle All the Way. We can all agree that.
Oh, no, Jingle All the Way, outstanding film.
Turbo Man.
What do you want for Christmas?
Like, I mean, it's so look. The end got so ridiculous.
Like,
I love. It was just like love the whole premise of fighting to get a Christmas present. Like, everyone's fighting over the last, toy.
But it got a bit ridiculous.
Oh no, it got so ridiculous. Like, I couldn't get you Turbo Man. No, so I became Turbo Man. And how do they have a suit like ready for him that in his Schwarzenegger size,
And also, how did they make a workable super suit?
Yeah.
Like I don't care about anything else. How did they make a workable super suit that? And then also the guy that had the Brainiac suit guy, that he had like a punchable fist that would fly out and then come back to his hand. I was like going like, that's like, why are you in the toy business?
Where are the
military applications?
I mean, that's how it should have ended, like with the military knocking on the door, going,
"Oh no, Jamie, you're thinking too small." At the end of the film, it should have been him, like in these, like they're packing up Christmas, and he's there, and he's drinking his tea, like or eggnog. He puts his tea down, goes into his garage to look at his car. Then all of a sudden, the lights turn off. He tries to turn them back on, and all of a sudden, a spotlight appears, and Nick Fury steps forward and goes, "I hear that you can fly. Turbo Man, was it? Who are you? Putting together a team."
No, same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
The light flicks on.
Yeah.
And Nick Fury steps forward and goes, "Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else."
Okay, yeah, that one's better.
Yeah.
Again, there's two things I love in this world. One, Jingle All the Way, and True Lies. Those are I think his strongest
Arnie films.
He's had a great career.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But those two things, and then they made that True Lies TV series, which was terrible. Well, I'm not gonna say it's terrible.
Probably is.
I watched like a lot of it. It was bad.
So apparently Lethal Weapon's the Christmas movie too.
Oh really?
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the list, and Lethal Weapon's a top movie. I did like that movie that came out last year or year before, the Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell musical. That was pretty funny. Called Spirited.
I don't think I've saw that.
I told you about it. It's pretty funny. It's another take on the Christmas, the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Oh, okay.
But it's run like an agency.
Okay.
So it's from the agents, more from the agency side than the people side.
Okay.
It's very funny.
Cool.
Of course, Tim Allen as Santa Claus. They're pretty funny.
Did you see the third? There was one.
They did a series.
I haven't seen the series. I still haven't finished the last film with Jack Frost. Like I'm still like halfway through that one.
All right.
Because I binge watched them all, and like then I got to that one. I was like going, oh, I'm so tired, so I stopped.
Yeah.
But like I'll go back and finish it. I think.
Yeah, I watched all of season 1. It's like 6 episodes or something on Disney Plus.
Is it good?
Yeah, it holds up.
Okay.
And it's got I forget the actor's name. He was in How I Met Your Mother, and he was Robin's therapist.
Robin's therapist, yes.
That dude, yeah, he's in it, and he gets basically to take over the elves and all that because Tim Allen wants to retire. And he wants to hand it over to his son. His son's not interested, and he's like, "All right, well, this guy."
Oh, so he's looking for a new Santa. That's cool.
Yeah, but then I don't know. I can't remember if I finished it all, but it is good quality. Because it's more about the family. It's called The Clauses, I think it is. Cool. But it's Tim Allen, and he rarely disappoints.
Again, I've now finished all 9 seasons of Last Man Standing. I went like full, and honestly, what a great show!
Yeah.
Like it got better. Like it's one of the shows that got better each season. Like they just like it's normally like you'd see sort of shows that sort of like dip and go down, but no, they just like kept going and kept getting stronger. And it's an interesting concept because there are so many shows in Hollywood. They're all about. It's not about your family. It's about your friends and other people who are your family because, we don't want you to have strong family ties. We want you to we want you to believe these particular ideologies. It's good to see a show where it's going, no, actually family is important. Like it's because outside people are outside people. Like, I'm not saying that, you don't bring those people into your family. It's good. It was a good, solid show that showed a strong family, and Tim Allen was absolutely outstanding.
Yeah.
And I actually I'm a weird person, but I actually I liked when they replaced Mandy with like the tall blonde girl.
Yeah.
I actually thought she played a better man. Like, it's controversial. I thought she played a better Mandy. Now, the main reason I say that is because the Mandy that's on the show that she's meant to be like, she's like full of herself. She's like, I'm so pretty, I'm so amazing, and the actress was like, just she was short, tiny, and like meh. Like it. Then when they brought the tall blonde one, I was going, that Mandy makes more sense for her to be like, I'm so amazing, I'm so like pretty, because she's like tall, and like I was like going, I kind of buy that Mandy better as with the personality that was assigned to Mandy.
Yeah.
And it was just a good, solid show. And probably in a few months, I'm only in a few months. I'll probably do a rewatch again because I like comedies, but there just isn't any out at the moment. Like, I think the one thing about streaming that I will say, it's killed the half-hour comedy genre. That genre is dead. Like that, Friends, How I Met Your Mother, Seinfeld. Last Man Stand. These also like some of those shows, but the ones who are like live studio audience shows and like where they just clearly see that you go from set to set and very clearly there's nothing else there because that's why it's always in the same like 5 sets. I love those shows, but they are dead now.
Yeah, they don't make them anymore.
Yeah. And it's really sad because I think it's a really like I hate the modern shows of like 2 seasons. 3 seasons tops. It's like, I know. I love watching an 8-season show where you get to really get engrossed in the characters. This is what I enjoy. But they're gone.
So what you're saying is bring back network television.
I'm not saying bring back network television, but I'm saying, hey, Netflix, maybe make more than 1 season of a show. Just saying, just putting it out there. Like, and I know the show doesn't bring in like 100 bazillion trillion people, but it doesn't always have to. So, what is your favorite show to watch over a Christmas period, Jamie? If you had to sit down and watch a film about, Christmas comes around, you've done your whole family thing, everyone's eaten and everyone's full. What are you throwing on to yourself?
Well, for me, look, Back to the Future. I watch at least once a year. Die Hard, obviously. At Christmas time, I just feel like Die Hard. Obviously, because it's Christmas. Classic Turtles. The 90s Turtle movie. I always love watching that one.
Oh, the original one?
The OG, yes. With all the mistakes. Like cast members hiding under the tables. Eyeballs being seen through the
mouth.
through the mouth laughing.
When you could actually use weapons... Unlike the sequel?
Yeah. Although Donatello does use his bow staff in it, though.
Yeah, but like, this is a staff. Like, it's like...
There's a reason nunchucks are illegal in certain countries.
But they're such an impractical weapon.
What, nunchucks?
Yeah, they're not a good... They're not designed as a weapon. Like, there's like... Having the string between the stick doesn't actually make it a force amplifier. You actually get a lot more leverage by just having a stick. Like, that's how much Splinter hated Michelangelo.
Yeah. No, we
know
why.
We know why.
Concentration.
He gave the most ADHD turtle the weapon that requires the most concentration. I get like, honestly, I know that's not how the law works. But to me, that's really how in my mind, that's exactly what, like, that's exactly
what it fits,
It fits so perfectly, yeah.
Just trying to find what the last biggest sitcom was, It's just...
I think How I Met Your Mother was probably it, right?
It's just giving me what are the longest running ones. Oh, they're saying Modern Family may be the last. Well, when did Modern Family end?
I think Last Man finished later than Modern Family did.
Yeah, no, because Last Man finished in the last couple of years, didn't
Yeah. So maybe
it?
Last Man Standing
So
is
Last Man Standing, 194 episodes.
finished in 2002, I believe. So 2022, sorry, 22.
It just says 2011. It just says 2011 to 2021.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so so honestly, The Last Man Standing might be the last.
Well, they finished around the same time. Modern Family finished 2020.
Okay. So the last.
It could be the last. What a fitting name.
The Last Man Standing, the last comedy standing.
So what's your Christmassy time watching, viewing? Star Wars, obviously.
It used to be. Return of the Jedi obviously used to be the one that I'd watch at least once a year. I've not watched that one for a while.
You don't think you should watch it with your son? Introduce him to.
When he's ready. I won't force my beliefs on my child.
No, you can just casually put it on and go, "Ooh, what's
Casually
this?"
put it on. Over Christmas, I'll probably watch something a little I generally like to watch it like something uplifting and a good comedy. But honestly, maybe I'll start the Modern Family rewatch over Christmas. That's a tough one. So maybe the Modern Family rewatch, I'd say probably.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm due for a Scrubs rewatch.
You see, I would love that, but then I would have to watch it on Disney Plus, which means it has all the weird songs.
Yeah, no, you see, I am a hard copy man.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. I'm half tempted to get the box set of The Office too, because that's lost stuff on streaming.
Really?
Yeah, like they took down Diversity Day.
What?
From what I heard, it's on some, not all streaming.
Not all streaming.
It's on some. They've taken down Diversity Day because it's offensive. Yeah,
I haven't watched some of the later seasons of that show, so I think I noped out once.
Yeah, well, once Steve Carell left, it kind of got a bit weird.
Yeah,
and then they had Will Ferrell, and then they had Jim. I think they had Jim Carrey on an episode for a little bit.
Yeah. But I haven't actually got finished at all. Was New Girl.
Yeah, I struggle through one season, but that had a pretty good ending. It's like Stargate. When Stargate gets to midway through the series, and then Daniel Jackson leaves, and you're faced with someone just horrible and terrible.
Yeah,
that's New Girl.
Okay, is it because of the one season when Megan Fox took over?
Yes, she is horrid. She is horrid. They should have just gone, New Girl is on pause for a year. We're having no season this year. We're going, dude, she's just, it's like, where did she go to acting school?
She didn't, probably.
Well, that makes sense. And if she did, it would have been like that guy in Kung Pao who they purposely trained wrong.
Yeah, we trained wrong. That's a joke.
Face to fist style. Where did Megan Fox go to acting school? Oh my god, okay, this is just sad.
What?
Megan Fox began her training in dance and drama at age 5.
What?
She's been in Kingston, Tennessee.
What?
She's been acting since she was 5. And that's the best. So someone probably still went, no, look, it's a lost cause.
Someone basically just went you know what? Fuck it. We're done.
Yeah, so she began professionally acting at age 13. And she won several awards. How?
How?
Even you who love her, you're going, how?
How?
I can't understand that.
Okay, my honestly, that I can't even fathom.
And then you get someone like Christian Bale, who never went to acting school.
Oh yeah, but
and just blah,
That's Christian Bale. Because I've just, with acting like with acting like with all things sports, anything. There are some people who have naturally gifted. Christian Bale. There are some people who can be trained into becoming good actors.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, I'd say, falls in that category. And there are some people who are just hot, Megan Fox, which means they'll still get the same chances as the other two, regardless of talent.
All right, okay. I pulled up a quick article of. Oh, I like this article already.
Mm-hmm.
It is 16 actors who never took acting classes.
Ooh.
Number one, Tom Cruise.
Fair point.
Now, I'll say he is a good actor.
Yep.
Don't love everything he does. Number 2, Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Meg Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Cameron Diaz.
Yep.
Number 5, Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Number 7, obviously, Christian Bale. Russell Crowe. Chris's all-time favorite person in the entire world, Jennifer Lawrence.
Don't say that, because now Facebook are like, once again showing me Jennifer Lawrence posts.
Well, I'll just say Ben Kingsley 9 times. Ben Kingsley, Ben Kingsley, Ben Kingsley, Ben Kingsley. No, now he's going to show you the Iron Man 3 stuff.
Ugh, gross.
Oh, your second favorite dancer, man, Channing Tatum.
Ugh.
Charlize Theron.
Ooh.
Now I want you to sit back, breathe, and have a guess who the next person is.
Robin Williams.
Henry Cavill.
Oh, bringing it full circle.
And bringing it even more full circle. The next one's all right.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey. You can't teach that. That's why you can't teach that.
Yeah, Natalie Portman and Heath Ledger. Now, how many of them have won Oscars? And they've never gone to acting school.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, that's a very finite list. Well, there's a lot of actors who do go to acting school that won Oscars as well. So, again, like I said, you can be talented, and you can train yourself to be talented.
Yeah.
Or you could be hot. These are the criteria for Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because they're, for example, Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
They looked at her and went, we can get her acting classes. Yeah. We can teach her to act. It's fine. There's some people that look and go like, that's what editing is for. That's fine. That's why we edit things. That's what editing is for. That's what that's why we do multiple takes. This is the purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, Gal Gadot. It is easier to teach everyone to do your accent than it is to teach you to do a different one.
That's right. That's the greatest thing. Or she was just lazy. She's just like, I don't want to do an accent. And I said, okay, no worries.
No, I'm pretty sure
that's
her best effort. I think when she speaks, that's her trying her best to sound
Yeah.
Because she speaks different languages, so it's it'd be difficult for her to learn.
Yeah.
But still, Wonder Woman 1, fantastic film. Still one of the best movies, not just comic book films around the first Wonder Woman film. Amazing.
Apart from the video game dialogue.
That was still awesome.
Was it real trailer? What's that trailers? Honest trailers?
Honest trailers, yeah. They're going like video game dialogue.
Yeah.
But it was really funny. They had they could have done a really awesome thing of that was the reason why she stopped caring or stopped fighting in the wars. Where she realized there wasn't she realized there wasn't an overarching plot, that humans were just bad.
Yeah.
That would have been the perfect thing for her to say, okay, that's it, I'm done. And then that's why she didn't take part in anything until Dawn of Justice.
Yeah.
That would have been this amazing moment where she realized, there is no overarching evil, it's just people.
Yeah.
And then obviously to be inspired once again by a Superman would be that's the arc you'd want.
Yeah. And then they went Wonder Woman 2.
Oh.
Yeah. Which I know. Look, I never watched.
I've never seen it, but I've seen enough footage to be I don't want to see it. It's just
wasted talent.
Again, the first one spectacular. That's all. Let's leave it at that.
100%. Well, we'll see what the new year brings. All right.
The new year. I look forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you guys for listening. We wish you a Merry Christmas, you and your families.
Indeed.
Well, we might be off for a couple of weeks, enjoying our binge watching shows and family time and more D&D.
And remember, most importantly, if you feel like you're not sure what you're going to do in life, if you feel you're not sure what to watch, it's very important that you listen to this final thought of mine. Go watch the first Thor in German. It's awesome. It
Oh my gosh.
awesome.
I remember that.
That is just that hits well. That just hits well.
Because we went through and listened to because it's all the dubs on the DVD.
Yeah.
You know, it was like,
that hits.
It's like it's meant to.
It's like just go watch it in German.
Do you think they've got an Icelandic dubbing? Would that be?
I think they do a Nordic dubbing, so maybe watch it in the Nordic language. Yeah,
that'd be incredible. That would be good. Yeah, but reach out to us at thetrueandthefictional@gmail.com, stories_podcast on Instagram, and we'll catch you next time. In 1932, the Australian Army declared war on 20,000 emus and lost. It's a part of Australian history that not many know about. Maybe that's because history is written by those who win. So if you want to hear the full story of the Great Emu War of 1932, then check out my book, Letters from the Emu War. Read letters, newspaper articles, and journal entries. With every turn of the page, you will gain a deeper understanding of the life and times of emus at war. So head on over to jabryden.com and grab a signed copy today.